Hey guys, Magic Aaron again. I have no clue where we're going today. We're getting out of the house though, and I will be doing a little bit of magic, but more so I'll be giving you definitions of magical things, so that when I start saying these things, you'll know what I'm talking about. I'll give them to you along the way, hopefully throughout the day, and hopefully before it rains. Maybe if it is raining, we'll be in the car when it happens. I'll see you in a few. Bye for now. Guys, these definitions are in no particular order, but here's the first one for you. I'm going to give you my definition and then the one that's in the book. Okay? Here we go. Confederate. Someone who's in on the trick. That's in the audience. It looks like a random person, but you pick them and they help you out with the trick. They help you do the secret move. Here's what's in the book. It says, a secret assistant pretending to be an audience member. The Confederate may, for example, subtly feed the magician information. Confederates should be used infrequently and rarely as a primary spectator, in quotes around spectator, in an audience participation trick, in parentheses, otherwise their assistance will be too obvious, in parentheses. Basically the same thing. That's the first one. I'll see you in a bit for the second one. Second, routine. My definition of a routine is a set of tricks that you put together to create a show. The book's definition is a series of tricks performed in a logical sequence, such as the 2 sugar packet tricks in this book called Magic for Dummies. Okay? Give you another one a little bit later. Hey guys, I just read something that I already knew, but it just came back to the front of my mind, and I find it kind of funny. As a magician, your audience, they will never question anything you do. If you make some sort of weird move that's part of the trick, or do something unusual that's part of the trick, they'll never question why you're doing it. They'll just assume that that's how the trick goes. For example, I was reading this one in here about how you grab your wrist to keep a pencil from falling, like anti-gravity. And basically, you just hold the pencil with your pointer finger from behind. But don't wonder why the heck you're grabbing your wrist. They just assume it's part of the trick, or as it says here, to stabilize your own wrist. Funny, right? Okay guys, next one is a force. A force is when you force someone to take a card or an object that you want them to take. For example, a countdown force like Jay Sankey uses, or there are different types of forces. I'll go through some of them, or maybe you could find some on my channel that I've already put on there. I think I've done a few. I'll name some in a bit. But the other one says, a standard magic procedure in which an audience member is offered what seems to be a fair and free choice, usually of cards, but in fact the magician has predetermined the outcome. There you go. Guys, we were at this place downtown Tampa called the Art of the Brick. I'll show you when we get closer, when we walk over there. Apparently there are some Legos that have been built together. Sorry, excuse the noise. It's a dump truck of some sort. It's Legos built into famous pieces of artwork. Really cool. Show you inside a little bit. There it is, guys, the Art of the Brick. Whoa, dude. And that's the first picture we see. These are made out of small Legos, guys. I'm going to show you a couple of them. I'm not going to show you all of them, but here we go. Starry Night, look at that. There you go. Yeah. These are made out of Legos, look at that. Made out of Legos. All out of Legos. All made out of Legos, guys. This one's 3-dimensional. That's made out of Legos too. You got your Mona Lisa over there, all made out of Legos. You got the Vitruvian Man right there. It's pretty cool. The screen. Venus de Milo. David. Got, I don't even know. Oh, hang on, other side. And then you've got Egypt over there. You got the Thinker right here. You got a Degas. This one is 75,450 pieces, Moai, or if you better recognize him from Night at the Museum, #1. Here's some weird pieces for you. Those are all faces on the bottom there. Just like that one. Wow, dude. Wow, dude, look at this. Lego pieces. Look at that detail. Here's a picture we saw earlier. Here we go. Dude. Piece count on this one is 11,014. I'll go back to the other one and let you know what the piece count on that one is. The dinosaur. Hang on.
1,000 pumpkin. That's a lot of Legos.
Catch that? 80,020 for this dinosaur here. Holy cow. So that's a Lego dress that she's wearing. And there's all the pieces. And that's this right here.
And the umbrella's right here.
Right. The umbrella made out of Legos. It's over there. Right. tree, tracks. There are Lego tracks. I would guess it's this guy over here. You can't see it. Hang on, let me get around to you. I believe this guy right here is him. I think it's him. I think that is him. I could be wrong.
Flip-flops.
Flip-flops.
Wait, watch your hand.
I'm videotaping.
And a red towel.
Nice. There's the train tracks. There are the train tracks. And there are the clouds. There are the clouds up there. Those clouds. There's the back of the dress, by the way. The dress. I thought I'd do one inside the brick place. Here we go. So the next one is called Burn. When you burn someone, you watch their hands really closely. Really closely, so you can try and figure out how the trick is being done. I'll give you the definition in a second. In the book, anyway. Guys, we have a Lego exhibit of the exhibit that we're in. Right over here, look at it. There's the dinosaur. There's the Hugman. There are the triangle, round heads, them guys. Yes, head there. There's that. There's the guy from the museum. There's that piece. There's the fun pencil. There's the swimmer. There's the mask. There's the clouds, all the train track, the dinosaur. And there's even a smaller version right there. I can't really show you too much, but that's the even smaller version right there.
Oh, this is a map of the Lego thing.
Yes, and then there's even a smaller one right over here.
Oh, that's funny.
Got this guy here. These two. Okay, the definition: burn, to watch a trick intensely with an unblinking stare, immobile head, and general resistance to conventional misdirection. The spectator who's burning your view clearly isn't there to be entertained. There you go. Alright, the next one I'm just going to read off because there's no other way for me to do it. Riffle shuffle, the most common way to shuffle a deck of cards. Two halves of the deck are butted against each other, their ends interlaced by riffling and finally mixed by pushing the two halves together. False shuffle, here's my definition. False shuffle is when you shuffle a deck of cards seemingly legit to the spectators. However, you're keeping a top stock of any number of 1, 2, 3, or 4, or even a group of 10 or 15 cards, where you're keeping the bottom stock on the bottom. So you're keeping the top stock on top, or the bottom stock on the bottom. And it's a group of 1 to 15 cards. Hopefully not 15. Hopefully closer to like 4 or 5. So that's my definition. Here's the other one. To simulate shuffling a deck of cards without altering their position of certain cards. Some false shuffles are designed to keep all 52 cards in their original locations. Other false shuffles, such as the one in this book here, keep only some cards, such as the top or bottom, in their original locations, like I said before. Sucker trick. Okay, my definition is when you falsely explain how a trick is done, and then completely blow their minds with the false explanation. It says, a trick in which you let the spectators believe that they understand how a trick is done, only to have their understanding dashed. Same thing. Here's one for you that's not on there, so I'm not gonna have to read a definition. It goes, flash. Flash is when you show something that you're not supposed to. I guess it makes sense for both versions. For example, if you do a color change and you have your fingers spread so that they can see how you're doing it. Or if you show something, if you show part of a change where you flip something from one hand to the other and they see it as it going from one hand to the other and it's changing whatever, that's also called a flash. Okay? That makes sense for both definitions though, but anyway, it's not in there. A flash is something you don't want to do, by the way. Okay guys, we're at Ballast Point. I'm kind of giving my voice down because people are fishing around here, but here we go. We're going to do gimmick. Gimmick is an object that you use to help you perform the trick. That's my definition. Definition in the book: a piece of equipment unseen by the spectator that helps you, the magician, accomplish the effect. You may also hear the adjective form used to describe a prop that's been specialized or specially rigged. You probably have a gimmick pretzel. That's in the book. There you go. Ballast Point. Into the pier. You've been here before, just look at the other video. Okay guys, we're at the front of the pier, Ballast Point. There's a gym here. But anyway, that's beside the point. It's called Taste of Boston. We've been here before just for ice cream, but they have actual food here. Sounds good. I might get something. I might go for the buffalo shrimp right here. Maybe. Next definition is going to be impromptu. Sorry about the noise. Impromptu means something that you can do right off the bat, just with anything that you have around you, basically. So if I were to pick up a leaf, I could do something with a leaf. Or if, you know, any coin that was given to you, you can do something with that. Without advanced preparation using the materials at hand, most of the tricks in this book can be done impromptu since they involve ordinary, unprepared objects. There you go. The name of this trick, guys, is called Magic for Dummies. I got it at any Barnes & Noble bookstore that you can find around you. Okay? You'll be able to see these definitions, but my definitions are pretty cool too. French drop. A way of keeping a coin or object in one hand and pretending like you take it in the other hand. For example, I'm going to set this down. Maybe I can show you. Let's see, hang on, give me 1 second here. I think I have a coin around here. Yeah, I'm just going to use this coin, don't worry about how it looks, but anyway, the idea is you take and do that. And basically what I'm doing is just letting the object fall right there and showing you this hand. So in real life it looks like this. Okay? That's called a French drop. There are many different ways to do a French drop. I'm not going to go through all of them now, but I'll show you some as I go through the channel. I almost forgot. French drop. A sleight usually used to vanish a coin held at the fingertips. Magicians today rarely use the French drop because of its unnatural appearance. Which leads me to vanish. Making something vanish, disappear at the drop of a hat. To make something disappear, he vanished my wallet. There you go. There you go, buffalo shrimp, guys. Should be good. Excellent buffalo shrimp here, guys. Yum. Come here for buffalo shrimp. Alright guys, we're going to do one more definition here. and then we'll do some more along the way home. And the definition is play, meaning this plays for a big audience, it plays for a small audience, a working trick basically that works for one thing or another. And basically it says to work as rehearsed and to be enthusiastically accepted by the audience. Professionals often recommended tricks or presentations by saying this definitely plays. So there you go, that's the word play for you. Okay guys, the next definition is clean. Means you can show your hands completely free of any object, any gimmick, there's your other word, that you might have in your hands, any extra coin or card that you might have from doing the trick. You can show your hands clean. That's my definition. The blissful state when a magician's hands and props can be examined because you're not rigged in any way. Example, you're clean at the end of the ring off rope, which is on chapter 5 of this book. The audience can inspect the props from now until doomsday without learning how you did the trick. There you go. Same thing. Stage illusion. An illusion that you can perform on stage. A trick that you can perform on stage that's big enough to play for the whole audience. A huge audience. That's what they say. They say a trick that's big enough to be performed in a large auditorium. Examples of famous stage illusions: the levitation, sawing a woman in half, the water torture, vanishing an elephant. Stage illusions. Oh, by the way guys, we are at a place called Thai Ruby. It's a new place, we haven't been here before, but it's got Thai food. I would assume it's pretty good. We're getting egg rolls and other food. See you in a bit. This is the food I got. I got pad Thai noodles with some red sauce. You can't see, but it is red sauce. Mmm, yum. Okay guys, we're gonna do misdirection. Misdirection is basically where you want the audience to look. If you're doing a French drop, and you take the coin from the left hand, supposedly into the right hand, it's going to stay in the left hand. You want to look at the right hand. That would be called misdirection. So you're looking where you want the audience to look so you can do a secret move with the opposite hand. So basically it says, audience distraction. Misdirection is an essential magic skill, probably the most important one. By directing the audience's attention, you create opportunities to do tricky maneuvers where the audience isn't looking. Okay? That's misdirection for you. We're gonna do one more for the road and 2 more at home. That should be it. I'll show you some magic a little bit when we get home. Okay guys, this one is patter. Patter is basically what a magician says during his performance, and I think that's what the book says too. What a magician says while performing. Exact same thing. And we're home. I'll give you 2 more in just a second. Well, it might seem like a second. And base. I did forget one that's not on there. It's called sleeving. I can't really show it to you. I can sort of show it to you. It's basically when you kind of flick something up your sleeve secretly. Kind of the same thing as lapping, which is the next one that's in there. Basically you have a coin like right here and you kind of knock it into your sleeve using your other hand, or you can just kind of hold your hand up like this and it'll fall right into your sleeve like that. Well, not like that, but here, like this. It goes right into your sleeve, like that. Okay? I hope y'all saw that. And then if you want to retrieve it, just hold your hand down, and your sleeve will catch it, and you can catch it into your hand, like that. So lapping is sort of like sleeving, but basically you're sitting down, and you... Let me see if I can find something here. I think that'll work. That should work. So I'm going to do this. and make the coin vanish. I just basically lapped the coin. Okay? Basically, you'd be sitting down and it would hit your lap. Now, I put something on the floor so you wouldn't hear it hit. But that's basically what lapping is. You're sitting down and you push the coin off while you're covering it, like you're going to push it off like that. Push it off into your lap, and they won't hear it hit your lap. Okay? That's lapping. Let's see what they say. They say lapping is to secretly drop something into your lap when seated at a table, or to retrieve an object already there. Never lap anything that has an open flame. Well, that should be an obvious one. And last but not least, palm. There are many different types of palms. You can palm a card, you can palm a coin. I'm going to show you just a few different types of palms. There's finger palm right there, so you can hold it like that. That's finger palm. You can, classic palm, which takes, I think I showed you how to do that. It takes about a week to learn. There's classic palm. You can palm it at either hand, finger palm, classic palm. There's back palm, right there. So it looks like that. That's back palm. And again with the other hand, back palm. Sort of at a 45-degree angle, right there. Okay? And you can probably drop it in like that. And I think we've covered them all. Okay, so here's a trick. I wish I could use all these definitions in one trick. I really wish I could. That'd be so awesome. But I'm going to show you this one. There you go. That you used a bit of palming, a little bit of a cover, where I covered my hands. That's another one, by the way. Covering an action so that you can't see what's going on. That's not in the book either. I'm going to do that one more time for you guys, just in case. You show like that. There you go. Okay? And I'll show you how to do that one next time. See you then. Bye for now.